What's going on, everybody? So welcome back to the channel. This is kind of my very first, I guess, video podcast. I'm calling it that, but it's also a channel update. So wanted to kind of let you know, if you're somebody who's subscribed to the channel, you'll notice that the name has changed, and if you're somebody who's seeing me for the first time, I used to go by Uncle Dubs. I thought that would be a cool, funny name, but it doesn't really tell you what my channel's about and what I'm about. And so I've changed the name to the Alabama Adventurer, and I think that just more readily fits what I'm gonna do on this channel, and who I am. I'm from Alabama, and I want to show you different adventures around my state and maybe around some surrounding states as well, but mainly the state of Alabama. That's my goal. To go along with the name change and everything, I've also created a website called the livetheadventure.com. I also have a newsletter that I'm starting, and these are just other ways that you can connect with me and see what I'm up to or what you might could do in the state of Alabama, in and around the state. So I hope that those things help you in some way. I hope that my videos help you in some way. That's really my goal, is I want to show people about the beautiful state that I live in. I want to inspire moms and dads to get out there and realize that you can do things. Some things cost money, some things you can do cheaply or for free. And I want to kind of highlight that and just show you that, this state has a lot to offer, and there's really no reason to not get out there and live the adventure. That's kind of my motto, is live the adventure. And for so long I sat on the couch or just didn't do a whole lot, and when my daughter was born, I didn't want to do that. I kind of got the interest to get outside and live life, and didn't really take advantage of that until later on, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but didn't really take advantage of that in the beginning, and so I've started to do that now. And that's really what this channel is for, is to just kind of help inspire you. And I think that having the website and having the email newsletter will kind of help you with that, and because maybe you don't have time to watch a 15 or 20 minute video, but you have time to read an article or something like that. Check out some pictures on the website and say, okay, well, that looks like fun, let's go there. So hope that helps you, and doesn't cost you anything, just like subscribing to my channel doesn't cost you anything. Speaking of that, if you would, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel and ding the bell for the notifications so that you're notified each time a new video comes out. And like I said, with the email newsletter, I'm going to try to send those out to where it's talking about events that are coming up the next month and not past events, because I know a lot of newsletters that I get, they talk about past events and future events, and I'm hoping that mine will be a lot like that, kind of let you know what's coming up, and maybe touch on what happened recently so that you can kind of plan for the next time that happens, or the next time that event is coming up, something like that. So let's get started. What are you going to see on my channel moving forward? Well, you're going to see some of the stuff that I've been doing. I like to do stealth camping, and I like to do state park tours, and just camping videos in general. But I'm also going to throw in, hiking, kayaking, which there's already two kayaking videos on the channel. I'm going to try and still do some saltwater fishing, but that, I There you go, folks. I'm still new at this. I mean, I've been doing this for a while now, but I still make mistakes. I'm nowhere near perfect or even good at it. I didn't bring an extra SD card with me, and not realizing that my SD card I had was already kind of full. And so the GoPro is full, so I'm having to switch over to my phone. So my apologies. Back to what you're going to see on this channel. We're already doing like 3 or 4 trips to the beach for saltwater fishing and stuff like that, but I'm not a saltwater fishing channel. I'm just an outdoors channel. So, you know, those are the kinds of things though that you'll see. And I really like our state parks. Excuse me. So, you know, they offer fishing, they offer swimming, they offer hiking, camping, canoeing, kayaking, I mean, zip lining, mountain biking, just all kinds, an array of things that you can do. And so, you know, those are all the kind of things that I want to show you on this channel. I also want to show you some cool things about the state, different types of tours you can go on and things like that, just to kind of help introduce you to the state, or if you are like me and you're born and raised here, to help you realize what is here for you to do that's really close, that maybe you don't think of, or you didn't know about, or you forgot about. And so that's what I want to do. So all this is just a way of helping you to get out there and live the adventure. Like I said, I hope it inspires you to do that, because if I can do it, anybody can do this. I'm not anything special. That's why I hope that if you see me doing these things, it'll get you to want to get your family out there doing these things. Because some things I like to do on my own. Some things I'll take my daughter with me. Some things my wife and my daughter will go with me. It just depends. You know, they're not always interested in what I am, so that's okay. You know, and you may not always be interested in the type of videos that I'm making, but I hope that I make a few videos that you like and that help you along the way as well. So yeah, I did want to talk to you real quick about some of my inspirations as to why I have adopted this lifestyle of getting out there and just living the adventure. The number one is my dad. Really, after he passed away, unfortunately, that's when I realized that the way that he lived his life was a better way than what I was doing. And really, you know, I try to strive to remind myself that money is not everything, and, you know, and money can come and go quickly. And so while you're here, get out there and enjoy life. And if it costs money, spend the money and go do it. You know, yes, you should save money and plan for the future. I'm not saying don't do that, but I don't stop us from going to do stuff just because there's no money. I just find another way to do it, find a less expensive way to do it, or, you know, find another activity to get out until we can afford to do this other activity, or something like that. We used to not go on vacations because we were like, well, you know, we just can't find the money. Well, you have to make it. You have to make time. You have to say, well, I'm going to put $50 away each month or each paycheck, or, you know, I'm going to sell that I don't use and use that to go do this, or, you know, something like that. So my dad's my biggest inspiration as far as that goes. But for somebody that y'all can meet or watch, you know, I'll give you some YouTube guys that have inspired me. One is Trip Smith. He's from the state of Alabama, still lives in the state of Alabama, does a lot of adventures in the panhandle of Florida and in the state of Alabama as well. So that's one. There's a guy in Australia. His channel name is ROKKIT, and then Kit, K-I-T. He does a lot of solo adventures on islands, which is really neat. So I think that's cool. I like to watch him. Steve Wallace does stealth camping. He's got over 1 million subscribers, so he's doing really well. Camping with Sam Bananas, Small Plots with Kevin, Bama Beach Bum. That is Matthew Isbell, and he is from the state of Alabama. He now currently lives at the beach and does a lot of saltwater fishing. Angler Up with Brant's in the panhandle of Florida. A lot of saltwater fishing. Cameraman Ron, same thing. They live in the same area. Bearded Brad, not from Alabama, but lives in Alabama now. Saltwater fishing. And then like Yak Motley. He lives in the panhandle of Florida, but he got his start kayak fishing, but now he just does like podcasts and uploads, you know, just uploads where he's just sitting there talking, you know. And so really like his style as well. But he's just basically documenting his life and everything. And I kind of want that for my family as well. I want my wife and my daughter to have a way to go back and look at these memories, and myself, as long as I'm here, to be able to go back and look at these memories. But, you know, one day I won't be here, and I'd love it if they, you know, would have the opportunity to go somewhere and see videos of all of us together. I don't really have that with my family, and I always thought that would be the coolest thing when I was a kid, would be to have a video recorder and be able to do that. Well, now, if you got a cell phone, you can do that. So, you know, that's really why I want to do this. Why I want to do this channel, and I hope that this kind of explains it to y'all. I'm sorry this episode's probably running a little long. I don't know. We'll see how it edits down and everything. So that's why this is a channel update, but also kind of a podcast. I'm already hitting my goal of doing 6 videos a month, but what I'm going to do is introduce some podcast videos in that mix. So it might just still be 6 videos a month. It might be more. But my goal is to still hit 6 videos a month and take it from there. Haven't really decided 100% on what the podcast is going to be. But mainly the videos are going to be getting out and doing adventures, or, you know, hacks on stuff to help you do adventures. A few review videos, you know, hopefully the bulk of the videos, especially now we're fixing to move into spring, are going to be more of me being out and showing you different adventures that you can go on in and around the state of Alabama. And again, thanks so much for watching this video. If you watched it to the end here, go ahead, give me a like and a subscribe and a comment. It really helps the channel out. It doesn't cost you anything. And while you're at it, drop down into the description and click the link to get the email newsletter at thealabamaadventurer.com. Thanks so much. See you next time. And remember, get out there and live the adventure.